In Silence Town, people's silence has weight. Every time words are swallowed back down, they crystallize into a shimmering stone that falls at their feet. The night watchman who collects these stones noticed the piles are growing unusually fast this year. Not because there are more stones, but because each one is heavier. People aren't just swallowing a few words anymore. They're compressing entire thoughts, entire emotions into silence. A 12-year-old Yen is the only kid whose stones get lighter as she grows taller. She talks slowly, but every word is like a key. It can unlock the parts of others that have been locked away. When the stones pile high enough to bury the clock tower, the watchman asks Yen for help. The first thing Yen does is place a chair right in the center of the town square. She sits down and says to a passerby, "There's a cloud today that looks like the hat you lost last week." Just that one sentence, and the flower seller suddenly breaks down crying. She didn't lose a hat, she lost her mother at the hospital before she could say goodbye. With her tears, the gray stones at her feet start crumbling into a thin mist that smells like medicine. Turns out the silent stones don't need to be moved. They need to be heard. Yen starts learning to read the patterns in the stones. The ones with a blue glow hold unshed tears. The cracked ones hold unspoken anger. The heaviest black stones usually wrap around the loneliness of thinking nobody cares to know. She doesn't shatter the stones with lectures. She just hands each person exactly the right question as they pass by. Did that jasmine plant you were growing ever bloom? Or what happened to that accordion you said you'd learn last winter? The stones melt from the inside out. What's even more amazing is the melted silence doesn't just vanish. It rises into the sky above the town and forms a rain cloud. This rain is special. When it lands on anxious shoulders, it feels like a comforting hand. When it drips into a lonely person's palm, it becomes a little melt. It can even weave a brief rainbow bridge between arguing couples. These days, Silence Town has kept the stone rain. The watchman doesn't collect stones anymore. He teaches people to recognize the color of their own silence. Yen became a conversation weaver. Her job isn't to make people talk nonstop. It's to stay silent when silence is needed. And when it's time to speak, let those words fall like seeds into soil that's been waiting. As for that chair in the square, it's always slightly warm now. When tired people sit down to rest, they suddenly remember something they should have said a long time ago but kept forgetting. And when they stand up to leave, a tiny flower blooms beneath the chair. That's the silence set free, finally finding the shape that fits it best.